Hey, what's up guys? So Brawlhalla just released this new teaser for the new legend. They posted it on YouTube under "Is this a new legend?" They also posted it on Twitter. I mean, they haven't confirmed that this is going to be the new legend, but last year they did say they were planning on releasing the new legend, or at least giving us more info on the new legend at February 2022, and now it's obviously March. So here we are. I'm going to play it one time with the sound on. It's just got some like magic sound in it. Here you go. Alrighty, so looking again, I wanted to talk about the character itself, and then of course the setting, and then what sort of weapon combo I think it has based on predictions. The character itself definitely looks like a dark-skinned, obviously royalty, so either the queen, it could be a princess, but then again they are getting crowned right now, so we do believe that this is the queen, whether it's the queen of Feywild itself or just the queen of the people that live there, that group of people that she's with, who knows. But either way, we definitely get that concept of royalty. If we go back here, look at this setting very briefly, we've got all these people like watching. There's a stage and a throne, so obviously the crowd, the crown, and the throne, everything gives us that sort of royalty idea. Then we also go on, she has pointy ears, you can see on the left and the right of the screen, and if we look at the crowd, they all have pointy ears as well, at least majority of them. So we can definitely assume that there's some sort of like elfish type race, maybe not elven itself, but definitely that kind of like elfish forest vibe. She also has a purple color scheme. We can see this in both her eyes when she opens them here, and then of course in her accessories like the flowers, the jewel, and the crown, etc. She has a very dainty and poised look, especially if she is royalty. Like queens are very like particular in how they move and act, so she's got that very poised look, and I'll talk about that later in a sec when we get to weapon combos. In terms of the setting, if we just zoom out here to when they go here. Okay, so in terms of the crowd, there's a bunch of other elven, whatever that is, people. The surrounding area has that blue forest theme, so I'm definitely thinking this is in the Feywild, as we were told that the next legend would be from the Feywild, so it's easy to assume that this is the Feywild itself. I've spotted Taros in the top right there, as you can see I've sort of colored them in. Then we've got Moonin in the bottom right. I also see Jayun in the middle of the left crowd there, and then I think that's Isaiah. I might be wrong though, it might be a different person, because I think Isaiah has more like black dreads. I might be wrong though, it's been a while since I've seen how he looks off memory, but if that isn't Isaiah, it definitely could be a tease of a future legend. If it is Isaiah though, then obviously it's Isaiah, but sometimes in the teasers they do actually put future legends. I think in another one we got like a sneak peek of a future legend and people didn't even notice. So either way, that's him. We can see the throne there, so obviously this is royalty. There's also this giant like beetle looking thing on the left. It's got 6 legs and one like massive kind of horn with a bow. So I'd say that's definitely kind of like their animal companion, and we might be seeing it in her signature effects, which would be cool. So let's talk weapons now. The most expected weapons are greatsword and cannon, as if you're going purely off the data and statistics, then it should be a greatsword cannon legend, because we don't have greatsword cannon as a combo yet, and both of them are lacking in both legend numbers because they're new, and also it's been a while since they have received one, as the last 2 or 3 legends have been neither greatsword or cannon. Spear has been the longest without a legend, but it also has the most amount of combos with other legends. So like I said before, the legend looks very dainty, very poised like royalty, so I'm not really expecting her to wield something like a greatsword or cannon, because it seems like really heavy and massive, and that seems more like rough and stuff like that. So I definitely feel that it may be katars, as it looks like it would fit really well with the character. Katars are kind of like a dainty but royal combat weapon, you can imagine, and then also Ragnir and Ember from Feywild also have katars. The elven forest surrounding it also gives it kind of like that bow kind of vibe, although bow katar we already have is Ember, and Spear is supposed to be getting one soon, even though it already has so many. So Spear is still definitely possible, but we already have Katar Spear, and we already have Spear Bow. So I really don't know what Spear would go with, unless it was like Spear Greatsword, which would not really make sense because I'm not expecting her to hold something heavy. The magic vibes, especially with those like butterfly things that carry in the crown at the beginning, that kind of gives me an orb vibe, so it could definitely be are Katar Orb or Bow Orb. Those are both make sense because Katar and Orb would work well, Bow and Orb would work well in terms of the setting and the theme, and they're both combos that we don't yet have. Greatsword and Spear should be the weapon if we rely solely on data predictions, as this was predicted for the previous legend, but as everyone knows, we got Munin, which was Scythe and Bow, which is kind of random. But speaking about Scythe, Scythe is also that dainty kind of cool weapon that you can imagine like royal people learning. So as opposed to more the rugged weapons like Axe, we could definitely have Scythe, but we did just get Scythe Bow for the last legend, so I'm not really expecting either Scythe or Bow, even though they're still possible. Rocket Lance is a definite no in my books, as the vibe of this legend is a lot more natural magic themed based in the forest rather than a Rocket Lance which is more spacey and industrial. Hammer is definitely a bit more on the heavy side for a weapon, but it's not completely unimaginable, and Sword is pretty possible. It's been a while since we've had a sword character for new, and it does fit that royalty theme. However, I really don't know what they would pair it up with. So for my prediction, we've got Katar Orb, would be really cool, then also Orb Bow and Orb Sword, so you guess I'm definitely booking on it being an Orb legend. Spear Greatsword statistically should be it, but I really don't see her wielding a Greatsword, but we'll see whether I have to eat my words when she releases. I'll keep you guys updated with all the new info on her. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this video helped. See ya!